Study strategy over the years and achieve the spirit of the warrior. Today is a victory over yourself of yesterday. Tomorrow is your victory over lesser men. There was a student mentality in all of us that must be tapped into. A student is resilient. A student is disciplined. It's only through discipline that you will experience the freedom of a warrior. A student never surrenders, sees a strategy as a plan. The strategy is a game plan, the plan of action, the recipe, the how must be studied before the first step is taken. I'm convinced that so many of us lose because of what we were not willing to study. We must grow in discipline to deliberately investigate. What we are getting ready to enter into, we must be calculated as we enter into new seasons, into new relationships. This is the road to becoming a warrior, an experienced, skilled, and calculated soldier, a fighter, a game changer, somebody who refuses to stay down. This is somebody who is set apart from those who operate in the realm of normalcy. This is somebody who is above and beyond. We got a bit of a work ethic to go after it. A student is a disciple, and a disciple is disciplined. Disciplined to achieve the spirit of the warrior. They are perfectly positioned for victory daily. The discipline is an invitation out of normalcy. A man who studies is a man who is allergic to average, to your warrior, and you don't even know it. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. After today, everything is about to change, because change starts with you. To understand this is to know the difference between man and lions. You must understand that there was more than one path to the top of the mountain. And in this very moment, all you have is all you need. See somebody lied to you and told you that life is about acquiring more to move forward. What if I told you that getting to the top of the mountain was not about acquiring more, but about becoming more? That if you can become, then you will find your authentic path to the top. Everybody wants to go to the top, but nobody wants to discover new ways to climb there. Find your authenticity. Discover your identity. We're all told if you want to get to the top, follow the leader. But that's a broken mentality. Yes, leaders are necessary, but we must be fully aware when we've been called to lead. To blaze our own trail to discover a new way is daunting. It's exhausting to get to the top, but there is more than one way. Then you would discover that way by not acquiring. So it's not the more that you get. The faster you will go, it's the more you become. The quicker you will elevate. And so getting to the top of the mountain has more to do with becoming than acquiring. What is your mountain? What is your trail? Who is the giant standing in front of you? Name it and defeat it. The climb is just as important as the arrival. The top is the end game, but the process is what will make you. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of this world. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone, at the end of your ego and your insecurities. But when you come to the end of yourself and the beginning of the understanding of our world, why we're here, and what's our purpose, then all of a sudden everything changes. Think lightly of yourself and deeply of the world. The world is vast. Over 7.5 billion people walk the face of this planet. There is so much here. Creation, the antelope, the trees, the mountains, the stars, people from every nation in every tongue. And we have economy, we have industry, we have technology. We are more advanced than ever before. So, take a moment and agree never to self-sabotage yourself. No more self-condemnation that you cease to see the opportunities in this world. How beautiful our planet is. To think lightly of yourself and deeply of this world is an invitation out of your ego, out of your insecurities, out of what you think you cannot do. It is to look beyond your program. It is to think of your legacy you will leave behind. It is to think of your contribution and your impact. Even in this moment, in the midst of trial, in the midst of tribulation, ask yourself the question, what can I contribute? You see, conflict is necessary. Trial is needed. It causes us to create, to be proactive, to be inventive. It moves us to become pioneers. What type of mark will you leave in the earth? What would be your legacy? Man has always been haunted by the vastness of eternity. And so, we ask ourselves, when we are long gone, will our names remain? I choose to live by choice, not by chance. I choose to make changes and not excuses. I choose motivation over manipulation. I choose to excel and not compete. I choose self-esteem over self-pity. I choose to listen to the voices from within versus the voices from without. I choose to fulfill my destiny. I choose to get the job done. I choose to finish what I started. No fear, no hesitation, no surprise, no doubt. Free yourself from the debilitating disease of fear. It has manipulated you long enough. It has tranquilized your faith. The fear of inadequacy, the fear of uncertainty, the fear of failure, the fear of not finishing, the fear of rejection, the fear of missing out, the fear of change, the fear of losing control, the fear of being judged, the fear of not being liked, the fear of something bad or traumatic happening, the fear of getting hurt. Many of these fears have left us in a state of paralysis, unable to move forward, unable to achieve. The time is now. Once you conquer fear with faith and love, there will be no hesitation, there will be no surprises, and there will be no doubt. In the face of adversity, you will be certain that in the end, you win. Anyone can give up. It is the easiest thing in the world to do, but to hold it together when everyone else would understand if you fell apart, that's true strength. If you're going to stay in, if you're going to win this fight, if you're going to overcome this enemy against all odds, you're going to have to believe. You're going to need courage. You're going to need grit. You're going to need faith. Your courage must exceed the common sense of man. No man is free who cannot discipline himself. You will never have your destiny. You will never be able to afford your future unless you are disciplined.